Man, like I've had to go back to work. Like I've been self-employed since I moved here.
Yeah.
So, but I've had two businesses. So I've had obviously the DJing, and then I've had a landscaping company.
Yeah.
I've still got the landscaping business, but when COVID hit, like we're in New Zealand, I did my gigs, and it was good because I'll be able to plan my landscaping business around my DJ biz. So if I had to come to New Zealand for a couple of weeks, that was sweet. I could just tell the client, "Oh, we don't start till this date" or whatever. And then I finished this big job, and then obviously COVID hit. To be honest, man, I started suffering from anxiety attacks, and I just got lazy, like hardcore, bro, like hardcore lazy. I just didn't want to do anything. I just had no motivation, and then I hooked up with this in the house crew, NZ DJ, based in Australia. We got a couple in NZ, and we started streaming each week. So I was streaming before, but DJ Blaze was helping me out, and to get my streaming going good. And then I got so hooked onto it, and I think the good thing about that was it got my mind going. Even though I was at home, it got my mind going. But I didn't want to go back to landscaping. To be honest, it was actually a good time because everyone got their superannuation, both in New Zealand and Australia, and a lot of the trade businesses were going up because a lot of people were using their super to get their house renovated. And I'll just go have a look at the job and just quote it, but also the offhand of it is that because they use COVID as an excuse, so they'll be like, we want to make sure we save as much money as we can, so we're going to go with the best price. So you give them a price, and material prices don't change, but everyone was expecting it to be a lot cheaper because of the sign of the times with COVID and stuff. But anyway, I just got so lazy with it, and I just went hardcore with the streaming, and bro, I've made some money on Twitch.
Yeah.
So I've gotten to the point where I've got subscribers and stuff like that. I even got paid today, and I haven't even been on. Like I've only been on twice the last month.
Yeah.
And I got a notification from the bank saying that Twitch has put 130 into my account, and I haven't even been on, bro.
What's the feeling with the COVID crisis over there in Brisbane? Because you know how because over here, like you guys know that we've had that one lockdown last March, the 4-week one, which was level 4. Everything shut down, and then we came out of it, and then it was back to normal, and then we went down to another lockdown in November, around about October, November. I forgot, but we just went to level 3, and until that was just Auckland, right? And so that got averted, then we're back to normal again. So it was 2 big lockdowns, and that's it. And in between those 2 big lockdowns, things have been pretty much back to normal. But over where you are, it's not the same, eh? It's constant. Is it constant?
No, I mean, it's more Sydney and Melbourne. So Sydney and Melbourne are the two that are where most of the cases are coming out of. Brisbane, Queensland hasn't been too bad. We didn't really go into. I think we went to level 3 when it first hit. So it was kind of there were restrictions, but we weren't like New Zealand where you had to stay home and only you only go out to go and get your. Actually, the one on Friday was the first time we've ever been on level 4 where we could only go and get our groceries and stuff. Most of the time it was just level 3, and then after that month, kind of things went back to normal, kind of the new norm, and then it was I mean, for the hospitality industry, a lot of my DJs mates that have lost a lot of work because of it, and obviously have to hustle now to obviously provide, but I mean, no, it's been good, man. And to be honest, like Brisbane and Gold Coast is a beautiful place. So, you know, yeah, you go to the Gold Coast for the weekend, go to the beach. You know, it's kind of heaven in a way, bro. To be honest,
Yeah.
I'd rather, yeah. I mean, I do miss New Zealand, but during that time we were in winter, and winter over here is like pretty much New Zealand summer.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I think we got the good end of the stick, to be honest.
So as far as your work as a DJ goes, like, what's your like week routine sort of thing? You doing just private gigs, or are you a resident at a place, at an establishment?
No, I was. So I had a few residencies, because they do things through agencies over here. So a lot of the,
Okay.
you know, a lot of the work that I'd done was done through DJ agencies, but I've hooked up with through in the house through the boys there. I've hooked up with you know, like my boy J Mix and some of our DJs that have been here for years and basically have, you know, obviously built a foundation and household names here in Brisbane and Gold Coast. So, you know, they try and help each other out. You know, that's what I like about, like, you know, the boys. You know, everyone is always willing to help each other out. And you know, especially for this time, but a lot of the boys, this is just a hobby for them now. You know, a lot of them are kind of out of the game, and they do gigs here and there, but most of the time it's just, you know, they're just providing for their families. They've got a 9 to 5. As I said, I had to get a 9 to 5 job. So I've had to go back, and I still got my landscaping company, but I'm probably going to get someone to do the landscaping for me, and I just do the sales.
Yeah. And
until we get close to until everyone's allowed to travel again, because I do miss coming back to New Zealand. You know, I love the gigs back there. I love coming back home, man. Catch up with the boys. You know, and it was pretty much the only. I tried to go to Paul's runs, you know, the Cowston runs, but every time I was over there, it was either closed. And I think I went and played at North Harbour with a couple of boys. But yeah, man, I miss bowling here, man. I miss it. I miss, you know.
Sorry, man. You know what? We just did 2 episodes. I want to cut this up to 2 episodes, man. But man, Daryle, bro, thank you for coming on, man. Thank you for being our first ever guest on this new segment. We are gonna call, I don't know, I'm still thinking of a name.
Bro, if I think of anything, man, but man, fast break points, mate.
Fast break points. Yeah. No, I like that one too.
FPV, mate. FPV.
Yeah.
No, it was good, man. I just it's been just like more of a catch up, man. Like, you know, it's been good, man. We haven't caught up with you since I left New Zealand, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, that's right.
Just messaged each other a couple of times, but yeah, because you were in SAR, I think, when I came over here.
Yeah. No, that was what, 3 years ago. Yeah.
But I catch up with old DC all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've seen him in a while. I see him. I should do one of these as well for me.
Hey,
I should do one of these. I'll do him as well, because he's a bit of a b-ball fanatic.
Yeah. Oh, come on, man. The Waitakere hoops were big, mate. You showed me their photo. I'm like, cuz that looks like 9 foot, mate. Looks like 8.5, 9. Yeah, man. You should give old DC a call, bro.
Yeah, I think I will.
But he's been I think he's been busy with his business, and he just got his new Dodge on the road. He's had it for a while, but he's been you know Dave, man. He's got his fingers in a few pies. A few pies and a few cookie jars.
Did you hear that, Dave?
You heard it here first. Fast break points.
Oh, shit, I'm gonna have to roll with that name now. We've just announced it, you know.
Exclusive for Fast Break Points.